So beside me here, I've got a 2026 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate with the executive row seating and the Denali Sport Nightfall Package. We're gonna do a review on it. Let me know what you guys think. So in front of me here, guys, we got the 2026 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate with the Denali Sport Nightfall Edition Package, as well as the executive seating. So this particular Denali Ultimate, in my opinion, is a little bit more rare just because of those two packages. I personally have not seen them. So let's start here at the front. We'll start here with the C-shaped LED daytime running lights with LED lights. Now, when you unlock the vehicle, you'll see that it turns orange, which is pretty cool. Now, in the center here, the GMC logo here is blacked out. Instead of giving you the slate gray with the Denali Ultimate, you're gonna get a slate gray grille here with your parking sensors on the bumper. You've got your fog lights down below, and then you're also gonna get some brushed aluminum trim piece there at the bottom of the bumper. But let me know what you guys think about the Nightfall package. I do think it looks good, but to be honest, I like the original Denali Ultimate wheels. I just think it signifies more of a Denali Ultimate look as opposed to these, where this just kind of reminds me of just like a regular Denali, which is fine, but it just depends honestly on the person. Personally, I would probably skip that package if it were me, but let me know what you guys think. That's it at the front here. Let's take a look underneath the hood and go over the option. So taking a look underneath the hood here of this Denali Ultimate, we've got the naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, made it to the 10-speed. I do love the engine. It's got a lot of great power and capability. I do obviously know that they've had issues. If I were gonna get the Yukon Denali Ultimate, I personally would probably opt for the Duramax diesel. I just think that it's a great engine for, well, fuel economy, especially in today's prices with fuel. And it's quiet and it's got some good capability when it comes to towing. But let me know what you guys think. That's it underneath the hood here of this Denali Ultimate. Let's take a look around the SUV and go over its options. All right, so let's take a look around the Denali Ultimate here, and we'll start with the tire and wheel setup. So we're sitting on 24-inch wheels with Bridgestone tires. So this package, the Nightfall package, is gonna give you these wheels. I personally like the original Denali Ultimate wheels. I just think it makes it look more like Denali Ultimate as opposed to these, but that's just my opinion. Carpeted liner inside, and this vehicle does sit on air suspension. Now, as you've noticed here, this side fender decal here is blacked out, part of that package. Blacked out mirror cap here with a camera, and then a light also there for your turn signal. Now here is a side profile view of the Denali Ultimate. Now looking at it from a side look, it's kind of hard to tell that it actually is an Ultimate because it blacks out the Denali name, and then you've got some chrome pieces all around it. Now the nice thing is here is that it's going to give you keyless entry on all 4 doors, which is great. Now you got chrome around the windowsills, and then you've got a brushed aluminum roof rack. But overall, I think the side looks pretty good. This is not the XL, this is just the regular Yukon. Now you're gonna get a power running board as well. But like I mentioned, I really like the fact that they give you keyless entry on all 4 doors. Now, the nice thing is you get chrome around the door handles, which kind of enhances the look of it. Now this is the woodland mahogany interior with the Denali Ultimate. Now this is the only option interior you can get on the Denali Ultimate, and it looks great in my opinion. You've got speakers in the headrest, Ultimate badge there at the back of the seat, white stitching and piping around it, which looks great. You got black on the side of the seat, which looks good too. You've got your seat adjustments here with massaging seats, heated and ventilated, of course. And then up here, you've got a black dash here. Now this is nitpicky, but feels like a hard touch plastic. I do wish it was like a softer material to add to the luxury around the truck. You've got the Ultimate badge there, some white stitching, real wood trim here, brown here, black here at the bottom where your glove box is, a storage compartment there, some more brown leather here with some white stitching. But overall, I really do like the interior here. You've got a full panoramic moonroof there as well, but I do like the layout here. Over here on the door panel, you've got real wood trim here. You've got black here at the top and then brown here on the side with some white stitching. You've got your cheese grater Bose performance speakers here, and then you've got Denali there on the door sill. But let me know what you guys think. And then there's a look at your power running board. And now here is what the back looks like with the executive seating package. So the executive seating package on the back seats, you're gonna get automatic seat adjustments here. So right here, it's gonna mimic the front seats. You've got massaging seats as well, and they do feel really nice. I like the speakers in the headrest. You've got the Ultimate badges there. You've got the black there on the side of the seat too. But overall, I think it's nice that they give you the executive seating package without having something here in the middle. Whereas in the Escalade, when you get the executive seating package, it blocks this with a console area. So the only way to get into the back is through here. So one thing to note is you still can move this seat automatically with these adjustments, or there's a button over here that you can push and it'll move the seat automatically forward and back. It'll move the bottom and back part too. So that is one cool thing to note. You can see you've got your screens here, you got your cup holders, your screen here for your climate controls. So they are heated and ventilated and massaged. 2 HDMI plugs, USB-Cs, and then your 120 plug. And then over here on the door panel, same type of design. You got your white stitching here, some real wood trim, black here at the top, brown here, and then you've got your Bose Performance speaker with the Denali name there on the door sill. All right, so that's it for the back. And then here is a look at the back tire and wheel. Carpet aligner inside, and it does again sit on air suspension. But let me know what you guys think about these wheels. Curious to know what your thoughts are. That's really it for a side profile view. Let's take a look at that back tailgate. So in the back here of the GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate here, we'll start in the middle, blacked out Denali name, and then the blacked out Yukon name. GMC is on the right. We've got your parking sensors down below with your quad tipped exhaust tips there. And then we've got some more brushed aluminum there on the bumper. And then here is a look at what your tail lights look like. So they are LEDs and they kind of carry into a little bit of the middle of the tailgate. You've also got the GMC logo there on the side. Now I'm just going to zoom out here. Now a couple things to note here. To access the inside, there's two ways. You can open up the glass, which is nice. So you push this button here and then you're able to open up the back here and access, you know, the back of the tailgate if you need to. I like the fact that they still stow the wiper here. It makes it look a little bit more cleaner instead of putting it right here. And then to open up the full tailgate, you go in here and push this button. There are two cameras here. One is for your backup camera and one is for your rear camera mirror, which we'll get into. Now to open up the back, we'll push that button there and it will open up just like that. Now there is one downfall, I would say, to having the executive seating package. You can't put the seats down. So those seats in the middle there work automatically and independently. You can't put them down. But having said that, you can put the third row seats down if you wish. It is a 60-40 split. So those two seats are still, you cannot put them down from here, but you've got the 120 plug here, and this one does have the all-weather liner in here. I like this brushed aluminum GMC look here on the back of the tailgate sill, which looks good. And then you do have a little bit of more storage inside here, but not too much. Now, if you do need more storage, you're gonna have to go to the XL version of the Yukon, but overall, this should do if you don't have a lot of people sitting in the back here all the time. Now, you can put these seats up, which is nice to note, and you can put the side down if you want. But that's pretty much it for the back here, guys. We'll shut the door here, push that button, and it'll close ever so slowly. Let me know what you guys think so far of this whole Nightfall Edition package. Let's take a look at those seats behind the driver. Just want to thank Applewood GM here in Mississauga, Ontario. Go see my boy Zach, he'll hook you up with a great deal. Alrighty, so taking a look at the back here on the driver's side of things, we'll start with the door panel. Again, all soft touch here, brown here and here. You got that white stitching, lock and unlock, black here at the top, speaker here, and then you got Denali there on the door sill. And then this is what the seating looks like. So this is the executive seating package on the driver's side. It's the same, honestly. It looks really nice. It's just a little bit stiffer here on the sides of the bolstering, but I think it's just gonna take time for it to soften up. And then, like I said, you got speakers in the headrest. You do have a handle to help you get in, but I wanted to start the vehicle to show you guys what this screen looks like. So you've got climate control, but it's not dual zone, only single zone climate, but you can control it here. If you click the seats, here are your heat and ventilated seats, and then you have massage too, and then your position back here that you can do. But that's pretty much it that you can do back here, but you've got your plugins as well. This is essentially what the executive seating is going to give you back here is the cooled seats, and then obviously massaging, and then the ability to move them automatically. But this is what the back looks like, and this is what the front looks like, you know, sitting back here. It's a really nice area to hang out, but that's it for the back here. Let's take a look at the front. Alrighty, so taking a look at the front seats here on the driver's side of the Yukon Denali Ultimate, we'll start here with the door panel. All soft touch here, brown here with some real wood trim, lock and unlock with memory seating, and then black here at the top. You've got your window and mirror controls here, and they are power folding. You've got your cheese grater Bose speaker there, Denali here on the door sill, seat adjustments here, again, massaging seats all around, which is nice. Speakers in the headrest, Denali Ultimate badge here, well, basically just the Ultimate badge, and then this is what the seat looks like, so again, really nice. I like the fact that this vehicle has a lot of buttons instead of having everything in the screen. So you've got all your buttons here for controls. You got your different drive modes here, 4x4 settings, and then here are your light controls with your trailer brake controller. And then here is your steering wheel that is automatically telescopic with this button here. That's it before we hop in, guys. Let's talk about the inside. All right, so we are inside the GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate here. We'll start with the steering wheel. It's a leather-wrapped steering wheel here, as we can see. On the left side is going to control your cruise control and super cruise with your forward collision alert. On the right side is going to control your screens, your music, voice command, call hang up, call pickup, and then you have a heated steering wheel button. Now, if you push this button here, you can go through and cycle through the different screens. I also wish it had a little bit more room to put things. Honestly, it does look nice. It integrates itself nicely into the dash, but I do feel it is a little bit smaller than it should be, but it's got a decent amount of good settings on here. But you can scroll through here if needed. I like the Google Maps on here. Now, behind the steering wheel, you have your paddle shifters on both sides, and then you can also see the Denali name in the middle there. On the left side, you have your toggle for your wipers, and on the right side is for your transmission select. Now, this vehicle does come with a heads-up display. Now, like I mentioned at the top here, it is a hard touch plastic. I wish they put some white stitching around here to go with, the overall contrast around the vehicle. I know this is like nitpicky stuff, but just my opinion. Up here, you do have a center area to store things on top of the dash, which is nice. But let me know what you guys think about the layout here of the GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate. I think it looks great. You do get 8-pillar speakers as well. Now, this Denali Ultimate has the vertically integrated screen. All Yukons come with this setting here, with this screen. Now, I like the vertical layout. I also like the horizontal layout. It just depends how it integrates itself into the dash. Compared with this in the Suburban, personally, I like the Suburban layout a little bit more, but this screen does work really nice. Now, it does house a lot of great things that I personally like. So for example, if you hit this up here, it gives you 3 settings here that you can have all at once. So you get your maps, audio, and trip information. And if you hit the little pencil, you can change the information. But I like the fact that it gives you 3 different kind of menus here. If you want to have your audio on the full screen, you click that button there, and then your maps, you can have it on the full screen. But one thing that I truly do love about this screen is that it's very responsive. Once you click a button, it goes to that setting automatically and quickly. There's really no delay. Now, controls here, you've got controls here that controls your HUD, your blind spot zone, power assisted steps and whatnot. Now, you can control your climate here, or you can just use the hotkeys down below. It does have dual zone climate, and it also has heated and ventilated seats with massaging seats too. So the screen works well. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto still. The camera angles on here are fantastic. So, you've got your bird's eye view, you've got your side camera views, front and camera views, all that fun stuff. Now, this is cool. This has a camera to face the back. So the camera's right here. So that's cool, especially if you have a kid and you have to put mirrors over here to see what's going on, and then you can zoom out a little bit more. Isn't that amazing that you can do that now in vehicles? I mean, I feel like it should have been there a while ago, but maybe, it was, and maybe I didn't know about it. But it's got a lot of other things, Wi-Fi hotspot, and it works really well, and it's got a really nice layout here. Now, you can see you've got vents on both sides. Like I mentioned, climate control is down here. You've got your wireless charging pad here. Now, you can close this to make it look a little bit nicer in the middle. It's a piano black, so it's gonna get fingerprints all over it. You got your push button start here. You've got wood trim on the sides with some brown as well. And then you have a storage pocket here. Now, this is another cool thing with this. You have a center console area here. This has white stitching around it. And then you have the Ultimate name here. It's a very soft padding. And then when you open it up, it doesn't look as deep, but the nice thing is that there's a button up here that you push, and this center console will make its way back. So that is cool, especially for the second row seats, to have the center console further back for them. And then you can open this up, and then you have more storage. So that is really nice to note. And then you can push it forward again, just with that button there. So that's a really cool party trick, and I do have to say the padding on here in the leather feels really nice and it's really soft. Up here, you've got your rear camera mirror, you've got your OnStar with your moonroof controls, and then your tailgate controls. Now, you can put the 3rd row seats down from here. So if you push this button here, you can have the 3rd row seat go down, and then you can also push it to go back up instead of going all the way back there. So that is one other cool thing. Let me know what you guys think about the interior of the Yukon Denali Ultimate. I really do like this vehicle. It is expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV that has a lot of this cool tech and physical buttons too, and a nice layout of the screen, I think this is a great contender. Let's go outside, give you guys my final thoughts, and we'll talk price. All right, guys, so let's talk price. For this 2026 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate with the 2nd row executive seating package and the Denali Sport Nightfall Edition package, we're sitting at $151,478 Canadian. Yeah, I do have to say it is expensive. If you are in the market though for a 3-row SUV that honestly looks amazing, has got fantastic technology, and has some great capability, this is a great option for you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about those two packages. I personally think those two packages make this SUV a little bit more rare than maybe just like a regular GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate. Now, if you're curious as to putting this up against the Cadillac Escalade V, I did a review up here if you guys want to take a look at it. It is one of the coolest SUV showdowns I've done. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next one.